Jim, a difficult afternoon here at Tannadice. How do you sum it up?
Well, look, we always knew how difficult the fixture was going to be. There's never a good time to play Celtic, but I think the way the fixtures have fell post-split have definitely not been kind to us. You probably would have rathered this fixture, in 2 or 3 weeks' time when the league title is done. But Celtic are the best team in the country, and they showed why today. I think for the opening half an hour, we competed really well. I thought we pressed Celtic high up the pitch. We were very aggressive in that way, out of possession. We forced them into a lot of long balls, which I thought we coped with in the main, but goals change games, and we're really unfortunate with the first goal from the set play. We end up turning it into our own net. And then, the second one from Celtic, it actually comes from a promising attack from ourselves. A bit of a tame effort on goal, and then, massive counter-attack in terms of how quickly the ball gets from the Celtic penalty area into the back of our net. And it's, a huge task then from there on. I think we probably could have managed the game a little bit better just before half-time. I think if we come in and the scoreline is still 2-0, you're still very much in it if you can get the next goal. But to concede that goal 4 minutes into added on time in the first half, made such a difficult task for us then. And obviously the goal so early after half time, from that point on, it's pretty much damage limitations from our perspective.
Yeah, you touched on it a wee bit earlier, but you could argue we were the better team for the first 25 minutes, and then it felt like that stoppage just killed all the momentum that we'd built up.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're obviously not going to get too many plaudits for the way that we started the game, given the scoreline. The scoreline is an embarrassing one from our point of view. We're very proud about our defensive record, and for us to concede 5 goals is a real sore one for us. But I don't want the group to dwell on this particular fixture too much. We've got far too many important games coming up, and that starts next weekend at Easter Road.
Yeah, is it just about taking the painful lessons from today and using them as motivation going into the game at Easter Road next week? Yeah,
I mean, look, we're not going to face a level of opposition like that in the next 4 fixtures, with the greatest of respect to the 4 teams we're due to face. But look, I don't suppose it'll be too big a surprise to anyone out there that Celtic have won the league today. But we did believe going into it that if we got things right in terms of our organisation without the ball, we tried to get crosses into the box in that early part of the game, and I thought we were very much in the game in the opening half an hour. But the goals change games, and that's ultimately what happened to us. Celtic have been outstanding all season. They've got the best group of players. They've got the best manager in the country, and that's why they're the champions today.
Now that we've got that most difficult fixture out of the way, can we kick on into a rhythm now and try and pick up some points?
Yes, well, that's the plan, obviously. We've got a difficult one now against Hibs. Obviously, we need to wait and see how the game at Pittodrie pans out today, and how the league table looks at 5 o'clock this evening. But the players have been fantastic all season. They've put us in a great position at this time of the season. Of course, today is a really sore one for us to take, but we'll not spend too much time thinking about it. We have to learn lessons from it, as always, but at the same time we have to pick ourselves up and make sure that we're good to go next weekend.